ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Team Gravity's Fight Night, the night of the most fights that's bright night in all of the nights. How are you doing? With me is Tempo from Team Tempo, the best team to ever be on. How do you feel,
Yes.
man?
I feel really good, man. Sunday, just chilling right now. It's been a while since I was able to cast the fight night. Technotrans will always hit me up like, yo, can you cast? And I feel so bad. I'm like, crap, I gotta do this. I got two weddings. I got married twice. All sorts of other things, but I never want him to think that I'm just like, nah, man, I don't want to. It's been pretty busy, man. It's been pretty busy.
Yeah, man. You know, the world of an esports human is a busy, busy
Hero.
world. You know, hero,
Hero.
yeah,
Yes.
an esports hero, yeah.
Superhero.
Not the hero we deserve, but you know, the one that we need right now.
Yes.
Speaking of awesome StarCraft players, we've got some Australian grudge match happening right now. Coming up, Petraeus versus
Australia
iaguz.
versus New Zealand, the greatest battle of all time.
I mean, seriously, there's some serious tensions between the New Zealanders and Australians. They're definitely getting in there.
And it's so funny too because they're like two of the most chill people. Like you see them just like, yo, what's up? Like Petraeus is just like, hello.
Yeah, man. I've been talking to Pig and stuff like that. I just like it's hard for me to imagine someone like all the Australian people that I've met or the New Zealanders that I've met. They're all so nice and just like chill and having a good time. I can't imagine any like anger coming out of them at any point.
Yeah, me neither. But hey, man, somebody's gonna be angry at the end of this best of 5 series because there can only be one winner. iaguz versus Petraeus. We're gonna be jumping onto Echo. So after this little break, we will see you soon.
Team Gravity presents Fight Night.
Y'all ready for this?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, spawning in the top left-hand corner side place, also known as the Northwest. We have the yellow Zerg player, my insanities, Petraeus.
Nailed it. And in the opposite, also known as the Southeast, in Florida, or actually in Australia itself, it is Root for Roots, iaguz. Like the way southeast. On a world map, that is, because, you know, the world is round. If you're in Australia, obviously it's not in the
turn
southeast.
it a little bit, all of a sudden it would be the Southwest, and then you flip it upside down, bam, Northwest. You never even know. It's all about perspective, you know, and that's what it's about here. Team Gravity Fight Night, you know, it's not about good and bad, you know, it's all about perspective. Things are much deeper than you might first guess. And
yeah, you saw that.
Getting into this matchup, we have, you know, that's what it is, man. Fight Night. We talk about the deep things of the earth, like TVP. It doesn't get much deeper than that, unless of course we're talking about TVZ, which is even deeper. Crazy stuff might happen.
The way other side of the alphabet, like it is way down there. So
seriously,
some call it Zed.
Yep, that's true. That's true. It is sometimes called Zed. Actually was corresponding for a while with a Canadian friend of mine, and I was later talking to my mom, and I was just like, I was giving up examples. I was like, oh yeah, you know, you're gonna do this, and you know, or X, Y, Z, and I just kept saying, and I just looked back, and I was just like, did you say Zed? I was like, yeah, yeah, I did. I've been talking about hotkeys with Canadian people, and now I'm saying Zed.
You kind of pick it up, yeah.
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 Well, the language there.
We got a TVZ here, and you know,
we do.
It's kind of funny that we keep getting these very aggressive Terrans, because iaguz is one of those TVZ experts, and he is super aggressive in the matchup as well. Kind of all in your face. The same way that Semper was what we saw against Desero. So Petraeus, though, you know, he's more chill. His personality does reflect his play. Well, his play reflects his personality, but however way you want to look at it, he will also
Again, all about
capitalize on
perspective.
opportunities. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I love his little optimization here by iaguz. He gets just enough gas so he can build one Reaper, takes off gas so we get the fast command center, and then puts back on gas afterward. These little tiny things like that are some of my favorite things. I like to put them in spreadsheets and look at them sometimes. And we do have the Reaper coming across the map here, going to get a nice scout off. It is going to be this very optimal one Reaper
I have
expand
to
build.
I had to address something in the chat. Somebody said, "Steal it." Me, bro.
And-
Don't test me, bro.
Yeah, only 4 lings. A lot of times Zerg players will go up to 6, and it looks like Petraeus is saying, "Oh, you know what? I am going to need 6 building those last few lings." This is getting a lot of bruising going on. Nothing has actually died yet.
Yeah, surprisingly, not even a ling.
No, just annoyance so far. So great micro from Petraeus here, dealing with this Reaper. Ooh, gonna send a little bit across the map here and try and deal with all of this. And looks like, oh, the first kill for the Reaper is gonna happen.
First blood.
And
Yep.
first blood has been called. So another 100 gold goes to iaguz, as we all know. And that's not true. I'm sorry. And so we're gonna set this up in the normal sort of way. We have a 3rd CC.
Oh my
Wow.
god. Yep.
The greed. The greed
Super
coming out of
greed.
iaguz.
And it's like the 3rd CC off of nothing. There's not like a, you know, Hellbat push, anything like
Right.
that. Whenever you see a style like this, either you see a lot of Hellions into like double eBay, but no, it looks like it is going to be a starport.
There's one Marine and one Reaper on the map. That's it. He took 3 CCs with 2 units on the map. That is one of pretty. I mean, you don't go 3 CC before racks, but if you did, you know, that would be greedier. Aside from that, it doesn't get too much more greedy than this. And capitalizing on that is Petraeus, sending the lings across the map. Nice reaction time there. These Hellions going to come out just in time to mitigate a lot of this damage. One SCV does fall so far. The Reaper going to help out as well. Those Hellions staying behind the wall for the time being. Oh, he's going to cancel. Nice cancel on that supply depot. Staying alive here. And now he feels safe. He's going to move out with the Hellions and the Reaper here. So 1 Reaper, 4 Hellions will be out and ready to go. And he's gotten away with this so far.
Okay, so it is off of a Banshee, though. I didn't realize that he was going for Cloak Banshee, right? So he got that 3rd CC. We see this a lot nowadays, actually, like super early, and it's just like, oh my god, like I think the 3rd of the Terran was before the 3rd of Petraeus, right? I just dropped that command center down. The orbital's already done before the 3rd of Petraeus is even done. So that's like flash early 3 CC. Like,
yep, now
even
he has
Bomber.
an option here. He's gonna he can come try to run by, do a little bit of run by, bring these Hellions back. That is one of the options that you have. Oh, getting in right before the wall. Nicely done here. 2 Hellions here to defend. Oh, gets into the main, gets a nice scout off on everything. And the Hellions and Reaper coming back. That's the really important part at this point in time, that this little run by not only gets the scout, but all of the Hellions went from denying the creep to going back home, freaking out, and now they have to run back across the map again. This is going to allow the Spine Crawler to get in place, the 3rd's going to get up, Inject's going to go down. Creep, a really, really big, important part of this matchup, and the Hellions and Reaper are kind of designed to prevent that from happening.
Yeah, it's even more important for this defense that he's going to have to do. Looking like he's going to use a lot of Queens. Another Queen is in production. That Spine Crawler is there. And I think... Oh, no, the Baneling Nest is not done. So if this was some kind of Hellbat push with it, he would have been in trouble. But with the Queens and the Spine Crawler, he should be relatively okay. He could get a Transfuse on it. The Transfuse does go down. The Banshee's getting really low right now, but it's now the Hellions that Petraeus has to deal with.
Nice micro.
Yeah.
Even the drones getting on the action, killing 2 Hellions.
But they're lining
maybe
up.
Not that last part particularly smart, but you know, getting in there, doing this defense pretty well with minimal damages, and Petraeus with the supply lead as well as the worker league as the Muta explosion begins, and that's going to shut down this coming Banshee. And it's also going to, let's take a look. We have no scouting information yet for iaguz that Mutas are coming, and no turrets in place yet. So this does have a chance to do quite a bit of damage, especially if these lings keep an eye on this Banshee so they can avoid it, or just go straight in for the kill. Looks like they are going to hunt down that... No, they're going into the main. There are no turrets up at all. Nothing to defend. This is a GG. Wow. Petraeus. Excellent defense at the beginning of the game. Leverages it into a Mutalisk timing, and iaguz just says, I'm out. You win.
Can't deal with it. It's because he did go for that, the Banshee play. Instead of, like, say you go for a double engineering bay, you know, the super just, I'm going to time out for the 3-base parade push. You were at least able to make those turrets, right? I don't even know if he had the E-bay. He might have, but just didn't have enough time. Oh, he did? Yeah. So it was after it, so. Okay, then.
Yeah, he was tanking a lot into double upgrades and all this tech. He didn't really have a whole lot of room to throw down the turrets. And he was basically, you know, rolling the dice saying, really, I really hope you don't go into mutas too quick. And fortunately, that was not the case. Petraeus with some fantastic defense there, really good control, and, you know, wins it out for that first game.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Really fast mutas. I'm sure that he knows iaguz quite a bit. They've played a lot. And now that Petraeus is in Europe, though, I don't think they play as much. I'm not sure. They did both. They both were en route for a period of time. But,
so this next matchup, it's going to be Tempo versus Petraeus. Tempo, how do you feel going to this match? Also, I think you're a Zerg main. You've decided to play Terran this time around.
Terran. I wanted to give Petraeus a chance here, show iaguz how it really was done. But the next map, boy, Cactus Valley. We haven't seen this one today.
Oh, I love Cactus Valley. Really, really easy wall off at the natural ramp, smallest natural ramp in the StarCraft 2 ladder. Maybe in the history of the StarCraft 2 ladder. I'm not 100% sure. But you can wall it in with just 2 3x3 buildings. So barracks and a bunker, or, you know, a gateway and another gateway, or, you know, 2 evolution chambers will totally block you off from any attack. It's pretty crazy stuff. You gotta, like,
angle it down in order to even fit anything out of it.
Yep. Yep. But we do have... The map has spawned. We are in the correct locations, and we've got spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Excellent muta timing. It is the yellow Zerg, Petraeus.
And his opponent spawning to the northern section of the map, representing Root. It is iaguz.
All right. So... Nice. We got the 4-player map. Pretty cool. Cactus Valley is this. I really like the uniqueness of Cactus Valley, because you also have, there's no ramp going into the natural. You're on the same level of ground as well. So it also presents the little bit more aggressive opportunities. But again, that's sort of thwarted by the fact that you have this balancing out. Say, okay, we're on the same level, no ramp advantage, but you do have the advantage of being able to wall off really quickly. So we'll see if iaguz goes for another one of those really fast expansions. It is really nice on a 4-player map, because also you're not guaranteed that your opponent will scout you first. They might even scout you last, which would be quite sad.
Well, yeah, we saw that happen with Semper versus Desro, right? And if any of them were going to do some kind of cheeky play, then that's, of course, what you wish for.
Right.
But I don't really know Petraeus for doing stuff like that, like too much. He'll do like a Baneling Bust or something, excuse me, of the similar sort.
Yeah.
If he kills all of the Hellions, and then will counterattack, right? Like, he'll realize that there's nothing left and then go for it. But I've never really seen him just put all of his eggs into one basket and just go. You may say that the Muta style was kind of like that, but it's kind of a style that is relatively safe too. Like, it was a quote-unquote 2-base Muta because of the later third, but he got that third up pretty quickly and was already mining from it, so...
Yeah, I think he was definitely in a position to be able to transition out. And the cool thing with mutas, too, is even no matter what happens when you make mutas, you can almost always find a place to get damage out of them. Maybe it's just like catching the rallies or something like that. But you can almost always get damage out of mutas. They're almost, you know, keep your opponent in their base to some extent. They're almost always a valuable unit. And they're just really one of those fantastic, like, Zerg units. Just really sort of identifying as they're being fast and scrappy and really annoying to deal with.
Very annoying. I think that's what everybody wanted to say. Like, yeah, just a gigantic pain in every person's ass that has to deal with them. That is the Mutalisk in a nutshell.
Yeah, man, what's up with mutas, man? You don't really grind my gears. Mutalisks. And they're all flying around.
Even saying positive things about them makes me so mad.
Makes me so
But
mad.
I am a
They
Zerg
come into my
player.
base, kill all my workers. It doesn't matter which race I'm playing. They kill my workers anyway.
Yep. No matter what, they have no discrimination.
No, they don't.
They show
They
none.
will kill any kind of worker. They're ruthless. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll kill armies, kill anything.
So
You
I
ever
guess
played a
here.
4v4? You hate mutas.
Yeah. Yep. My friend loves it. Like he plays mainly team games now, and he's just like, I just love making mutas. Let's do Archon mode so that I can make mutas and you can macro because I hate macroing. I just want to make mutas. Like, damn, dude, you got a issue, a problem here, man, and we might have to talk about this intervention right quick.
You got a micro problem, man. You got to lay off the micro. It's like, I can't do it, man. I need the muta.
Can't wait to get home from work so I can just make some mutas. I'm gonna make a custom map in the arcade just called Muta Maker Simulator. Like, wow. Simulate making mutas. Not even a muta simulator, just muta making simulator. Oh boy. Well, yeah, I guess started off with the CC first this time, so... Oh, and he drops another one. 5 minute and 30 mark before it. Third command center, super duper fast.
Yeah, not quite as fast as last time around, but still very quick. And we do have Petraeus, excuse me, going up to 4 queens, which is nice. I really love the heavy queen play. Queens are just this amazing, fantastic unit. If you're a new player and you're having trouble with anything, just build more queens, and you'll find everything becomes much easier for you. They are this like a magical unit that can kind of do everything. They can make your macro, you know, they can help you with your macro. They can help you with your engagements. They can help you see things with the creep. It's just, and they're tanky.
Against...
My God, are they tanky?
They tanky. They don't have an armor type. I think they're just psionic, or are they just nothing?
Yeah, they're psionic biological. The only thing that does bonus damage to a queen is an Archon. Otherwise, they're just dealing their minimum damage.
Mm-hmm. And they're great, of course, to just spend your minerals, right? So you're like, oh man, I have all these minerals and I might not be hitting my inject. Hey, make some queens, man, and now your macro is solid.
Yes. Petraeus thinking there for a second. Oh, I might go in and scout. Marines, no, you go away. We do not want to hear from you. And blocking out that. But we do have the Hellions coming out, the Banshee as well as last time. But Roaches and a Baneling Nest on the way here. Third base is coming on time, so nothing crazy. No like Roach Bane all in or anything like that. Unless he's just using the third base for larva, which is possible but unlikely. Gonna be able to.
That before, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It reminds me of the old golden days of the GSL where MC would build a 4th Nexus, or like a expansion Nexus, but he's actually forbidding you. Maybe cancel it. Ooh,
right at the
nice
last second.
zoning here. Do you see that? We have the queens out in front zoning so that the lings and roaches could come around completely unscouted.
Oh my God.
No idea
I guess has no idea at all. And what does he have at home, Jack Attack? Absolutely nothing. He has a Marine in a bunker, man. Maybe one more Marine coming out. This is gonna hit at home in the little, like, it actually is gonna hit at home because that's where Igus is living right now, and soon he's probably not gonna want to live there anymore because a lot of damage is gonna be done. And even at
he might be able to. He's coming over here. He's got. Yep. Definitely running. Okay. Everything is absolutely going to die. And we have this huge attack from Petraeus coming through. It is a Roachbane all in. Only one drone being built behind this. Lots of damage coming in. Oh, not able to take down that wall, but the repair is a little bit late. It looks like he's going to be able to get into the main as well. Oh, he's right on top of the production structures. This is the absolute critical moment. As long as Petraeus can sit here and maintain his army, there's pretty much nothing that iaguz can do about it. That one Banshee coming in and doing work, but that's it. Petraeus with the Roach Bane all in. Locking
that
it
third
up.
base, giving iaguz a little bit of security, and then all of a sudden, Roaches and Banelings right at your front door with the Ling follow-up. And even at home, right? You were talking about the Queens and how good they are. You can deal with Hellion Banshee at home without those Roaches and Lings. Like, you just use all of your Queens while all that's going on, and you're good. So, really well
great
done
play
there.
And especially just zoning out those Hellions from getting any scouting information other than the scouting information he wanted him to know, which is a third base is coming. So that makes you feel really safe. We were talking about, like, oh, well, technically he could go all in on this, but he doesn't have to. And he just, like, bam, turns the switch on. And
why not?
Beautiful move. Really good, just sort of controlling of information from Petraeus, really preventing his opponent
Taking
from
advantage of iaguz's greed, right? Like,
oh, yeah, right? This is 2 times in a row. He goes pretty fast third CC, so definitely a nice move.
Yeah. It's definitely something I've been trying to utilize too, because I mean, it almost seems standard nowadays for like Terran to get these early command centers, and you see players like, I don't know, even like Polt, who can hold. They take the third command center, they'll hold like a crazy all in, use their SCVs as like fighters, and then just boom, all of a sudden their economy is right back on track with the triple mule and all that, triple SCV production. But if you can't stabilize with the hold, then it just, you don't you don't get to that stage at all.
I feel like the metagame has gone in circles a lot around that, and there are just these times in the history of StarCraft 2 where just Terrans get super, super greedy. Like in all the matchups, like 3C3 as fast as like 1 Rax, 3CC, just get all the CCs down right away. And we may be entering another one of those phases where the greedy Terran reigns supreme until the other races figure out that, oh, hey, we need to get some timings that'll deal with this properly.
Exactly.
And Petraeus, with one such a timing that game, we'll see if iaguz is going to be as greedy this time around. We do have spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of our screen the player who won the last game with a nice Roachbane timing. It is the Yellow Zerg, my Insanity's Petraeus.
And his opponent spawning in the top left. He is down 2 games right now. Is it going to be a 3-0 or can he bring it back? Representing Root as well as Australia, it is iaguz. The Gimli Terran.
The Gimli Terran.
As I see the Team Gravity gif in the chat. For those wondering why, iaguz is pretty much Gimli. Well, Gimli played iaguz in The Lord of the Rings. They just called him by his first name instead of who he was actually playing in the movie.
Yeah, so iaguz is really the inspiration for Tolkien's dwarven race, completely. And, by proxy, Peter Jackson's version, his take on it with the Lord of the Rings movies. Very popular films in theaters. If you have not seen it,
heard of it.
Go ahead and check. Yeah, a couple of times. I think they won some awards or something.
Yeah, they might have.
Now I have to ask you: Are you an experienced sort of Lord of the Rings purist, where you're like you go into the theater to see Lord of the Rings movie and you like vomit because it's so disgusting to you that they've changed it so much, or have you read the books, or how do you feel?
Now I think I've only read the first Lord of the Rings, and I watched like the Hobbit, like the original Hobbit,
right?
And just kind of left it at there and just watched the movies after.
So when you say you watched The Hobbit, are you talking about the animated version of like long ago, or are you talking about the one that came out recently?
No, the way before the animated one. It was just like Wasn't there another one that came out that wasn't animated though?
The only one the 2 I've seen are like the new one, right? What they made in the 3
movies. The new one,
I
haven't seen the new one.
The old one was like a it was like a 2D cartoon sort of animated style
I've seen that one too.
Of the Hobbit. That's the one that I know. So those 2 are the ones that
I watched it on Laserdisc, man.
Yeah, man. I actually had a tape. I had that version of the Hobbit on tape, and we watched it, long ago. When tapes were a thing.
HS. Back when Blockbuster was cool, the spot to go to.
Back when Blockbuster was in business.
You know what? I'm just glad Blockbuster went out of business. I mean, all those late fees I had to pay or didn't pay because I just be like, oh shoot. Oh, I didn't rewind my video. Oh no. That'll be like $10. You didn't rewind it. Blah blah blah. Like, screw you, Blockbuster. I'm glad you went out of business. That's why.
All right, we got some action on the map here. No damage dealt yet. Again, some great micro from Petraeus, keeping those drones alive. Keep your drones alive, and he is doing just that. Trying to find an opening here. Really great zoning. So not even going for. He's just pulling out pulling them away from the position. And talking about the confidence again, just with these 4 lings.
Excuse me.
And we do have the 3 Reaper opening. This is one of more popular non-greedy openings that we have out of Terran players. And this is where it kind of hurts when you find out you've been. Oh, nice position.
Oh, don't get surrounded though.
One of these Reapers. Oh, he surrounds. Oh man. what great defense by Petraeus. And iaguz's tech is delayed because he went for 3 Reaper. And he's even dealing with the Reaper across the other side of the map. Nice position for Petraeus here. When you open 3 Reaper, you're really sort of investing in that and trying to get it done. But guess what we got? 3CC.
Yeah, excuse me. And the part about this is that it's essentially a 1 Reaper opening with delayed tech into 3CC, as you said, how his tech was delayed because he lost the other Reapers. So that threat is no longer on the map. Petraeus definitely feeling good about life. Gonna go right into the lair, actually, with his next 100 gas. So we might see that kind of Spire play once again. Well, I guess we'll know if he drops down the Evo Chambers or not. Because Evo Chambers will show that he was going to go for the upgrades, but the lair, making it look like it could be fast mutas.
Ooh, 2 factories coming out from iaguz here, and Petraeus does not see the second factory. He's got an Overlord just hanging out in the middle of iaguz's base, but it is out of range of that second factory, so he's not aware. We could have some kind of a Blue Flame Hellion action, or he could be ramping up to go mech. A couple of options here available for iaguz, but Petraeus still in a commanding lead.
Yeah, there's really nothing that iaguz has here to shoo away the Overlord either. And although it's not floating into the main just yet, it's going to take a long time for that Marine to kill it. So hopefully for iaguz's sake, it won't get scouted. But without any other gas, it's only 3 gas right now. So with the lair coming down, it may even be roaches. I'm not sure. Petraeus does like to go roaches every once in a while. We saw it last game with the Roach Bane. But it will be that Spire. And I wouldn't be surprised if
Spire
another
after the
gas
third.
went down. Yeah.
Yep. So
Oh,
a
it's
little
already
bit,
on the
you
way.
know, yeah, a little bit safer way to make this happen. He's got a good lead, and he's leveraging that to get that third base up. We are going to see some Blue Flame Hellion action coming up. He's starting to bank up those Hellions. He's already got, let's see, he's got 6 Hellions
Up to
so
6
far.
Hellions already.
Yep, 3 on the way.
Oh, man.
This can be
This is gonna be so
really
awkward.
scary.
Yeah, think about it, right? It's going to be Blue Flame Hellions versus Mutas. And although Hellions can't shoot up, when these Mutas, you know, they're going to have to make the choice. Do they want to deal with the Hellions or do they want to go get damage done?
Yeah,
You know, as that's happening, the Hellions are going to be killing stuff everywhere.
Yep, 6lings on the way so far. Bailey Nest as well coming out. He hasn't revealed the Blue Flame. That's the important part, right? 6 Hellions, that's totally normal. So Petraeus seeing 6 Hellions isn't such a big deal. He hasn't scouted the second factory, and he hasn't, Petraeus has not seen any Blue Flame yet. So he's going to run across the map into even more Hellions. He's going to be a little bit surprised here. It's really nice that he's putting on this aggression because it's going to help him scout what exactly is going on earlier, which is really a nice spot to be in. iaguz stuck here on 2 base for the time being. Engineering Bay coming out, which is interesting. So it looks like he is going to bio after this Blue Flame Hellion sort of attack here. He is up to 13 Hellions, so it's all about what they can get done in time.
Well,
Bailey's
here
being
come the
forced a little bit
Mutas.
too much on the late side.
And the Queen is like checking her glasses like, are those flames blue? And yes, indeed they are, Miss Baby Girl, as these Hellions are going into the natural. That is a lot of damage that potentially could be done, but the Mutas have popped out. Not a lot of damage compared to how much is invested in this has actually been done. Whoa!
Really nice splitting of the drones there by Petraeus. Again, just really nice defense of that attack. Oh my god! And iaguz GG, I don't know, is I sense a disturbance in the tilt. I feel like
Yeah.
there might be a little bit of tilt happening here. That was intense.
He was, yeah. He tried something funky and it didn't work out for him. And he didn't get the damage done, like critical damage. Like even if he's going Mutas, Petraeus, that is, you can do a lot of damage with the Hellions and then do critical damage. But maybe he felt because he was just getting his engineering base that he would have to start making his turrets like in the next, I don't know, 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I just calculated
it wouldn't be done until then.
Counterattack would just kill him.
Mm-hmm.
That was
Well,
3-0.
then. No,
That was-
yeah, straight up.
Wow.
Whew.
Man.
Petraeus.
Strong. Making it happen.
Fuerte.
Fuerte. Sí, señor.
I don't know what this. I don't know why the Spanish is coming out of me tonight. Maybe it's because you said Cuba, Cuba.
Yeah, maybe.
Something, man.
Maybe. All right. So, we're going to a short break now, but stick around because the epic match is coming up. We've got Seed versus Fantasy.
see.
Like, not
Yes.
in a million years like long ago when I started watching Brood War in about 2007, would
Yeah.
I ever imagine it's like, hey, someday I'm gonna cast a game that
By
fantasy
this-
is gonna like.
Legend.
I can't even handle it. We're gonna have to go directly to break so I can pick up my brain that just exploded and is now dripping down from the wall over there. We'll see you guys real soon.